Gomez Alonso, the second migrant child to die after being apprehended by border agents. O'Rourke says he's not looking to assess blame.
What's important is that we get to the bottom of this and that we help every other child who comes to this country.
Customs concedes it does need help from other U.S. agencies to care for the children it's detaining. Gary?
5 days into the partial government shutdown, prolonged by the deadlock between the president and Congress over funding the border wall. This is the first full business day since the shutdown began. CBS's Tom Hansen.
When asked if the $5 billion he wants for the wall is a firm number, he left it open. Instead, the president referred to the more general border security package he asked for from Congress.
It's complicated because we're getting $25 billion. It's already approved, but that's for everything.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell said last week he won't bring up a vote unless there's a compromise bill.
Congress returns to work tomorrow. Holiday shoppers open their wallets, giving a strong lift to the early end-of-year numbers. MasterCard Spending Pulse says results are the best in 6 years, both online and in-store sales. Retail analyst Craig Johnson says,
"We think this is a sign that Americans are happy to spend. They're doing it wisely and focusing on value, but they are indeed spending."
British scientists have created a virtual reality 3D cancer model, allowing the patient's tumor sample to be analyzed from anywhere in the world. Fergus Walsh of the BBC.
The 3D digital model of a cancer was created from a tissue sample about the size of a pinhead. Individual cells are colour-coded to show their position and how they interact with other tissue. Scientists can stand above, below, or even walk through the 3D cancer.
He was a first-round draft pick in the 2018 MLB draft, chosen to join the Kansas City Royals. Brady Singer used his signing bonus to give his parents a very special Christmas present. On his Twitter page, he posted the video of his mom reading the note.
"I am paying off the loan from the bank. Also, I paid off all your debt as well." What?
Brady Singer collected $4.25 million to pitch for the Kansas City Royals. S&P futures up 14. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Get ready to feel the difference of the new Tomorrow Hybrid mattress. Designed by the world's leading sleep experts at Serta Simmons Bedding, the Tomorrow Hybrid mattress combines the luxurious comfort of memory foam with the unrivaled support of individually wrapped coils. Sleep cooler with no motion transfer. Try the Tomorrow Hybrid mattress for a full year risk-free. For 15% off your total purchase, use promo code AWAKE5. TomorrowSleep.com.
A good night's sleep starts with the right pillow. That's where MyPillow comes in, and we're excited to announce the new 4-pack special. Go to MyPillow.com, click on the 4-pack special tab, and save 50% off the 4-pack, which includes 2 MyPillow Premiums and 2 Go Anywhere pillows. Use promo code SKY at checkout or call 1-800-635-1825. That's 1-800-635-1825. Or go to MyPillow.com, click the 4-pack special tab, and use promo code SKY at checkout.
Countdown to the new year, CBS's Steve Kathan says goodbye to some of the actors we lost in 2018.
Well, talk to me, good buddy.
Fans continue to talk about Burt Reynolds, who left us this year. Goodbye also to Vern Troyer, the mini-me of the Austin Powers film. And Tab Hunter, the pretty boy actor who became a gay icon in later life.
I was living a lie.
On TV, Bill Daly had us dreaming of Jeannie. Jerry Van Dyke may want us to forget he starred in
Mama the Car.
But John Mahoney, the crusty dad in the sitcom Frasier, said it best.
Come on, you'd love these guys.
Which is why fans still watch them any chance they get. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
U.S. movie ticket sales revenue this year up about 8%. One-third of Hollywood revenue for 2018 comes from 10 films out of more than 700 released. Gary Nunn, CBS News.
Hey guys, Ken here from the hit podcast Today's Growth. Who would win a 3-mile bicycle race, an 11-year-old girl or last year's winner of the Tour de France? It all depends on the bicycle. It depends on their vehicle. Both on a 10-speed and the pro racer is going to win every time. But put the racer on a tricycle and the 11-year-old wins every time. You see, it's not the driver, it's the vehicle. When it comes to generating revenue, it's exactly the same. If you have a job or a small business, you are riding a tricycle. You can only go so fast. If you need to make up lost ground, it's not going to happen on a tricycle. No matter how fast you pedal, it's simply not going to win the race. Why do many people with no schooling and no advanced degree often become very wealthy? Simple. They choose to only ride 10 speeds. When it comes to helping people create their next revenue model, both Forbes and Inc. recommend Income Store as a can't miss when it comes to putting people on a 10-speed. Could your household or business use an additional revenue model that doesn't solely depend on you? If so, you need to check out IncomeStore.com. That's IncomeStore.com.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC. Member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
7 minutes after 6 o'clock and a nippy 28 degrees this morning on this December the 26th. From the studios of WCLU, we'll look at the forecast in just a couple of minutes. Sounds like the tail end of the week is going to be on the damp side. Let's check out our birthdays for this Wednesday morning. Already today we know that John Eric Brandenburg is celebrating. Ms. Barbara Jackson with a birthday today. It's Sheila Steenbergen celebrating a big birthday. Barbara Crockett, happy birthday to you, Barbara. And we got the 40 gong that we're going to sound a bit later on this morning for Tosh Simmons. That's Tosh Simmons. We also have a birthday for Susan Thompson today. So, 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, we're here for you at WCLUradio.com. We also have a check of our forecast for today. And let's see, Ken Boone is on duty at the Weather Channel for us today to give us a little handle of exactly how the rest of the week is going to be. Ken.
Could get a little bit tricky this morning in spots. Fog around.
Wait a minute, that's not Ken, that's Ray. I'll get Ken in a minute here. I will, though, tell you that it is going to be on the damp side. Let's hear this word from our sponsors, and I'll get things taken care of.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
AG Tires. Now let's get a handle on the way the weather is shaping up over the next couple of days. And Ken Boone is on duty at the Weather Channel this morning. Ken?
Wind advisory is in effect Thursday morning through Friday morning. Storm system headed our way, bringing with it rainy, windy conditions. And ahead of that storm system today, however, a nice one. Mix of clouds and sun. We're into the mid-50s this afternoon, almost 10 degrees above average. Increasing clouds tonight, lower 40s. Rain and windy conditions tomorrow, especially through the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s. More showers and storms Thursday night, then clearing skies Friday. Highs upper 50s. Dry weather for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. Current conditions, the barometer is way up there at 30.40. We have 97% humidity. The winds are to the northeast at about 4 miles an hour. And we have not recorded any precipitation in the past 24 hours here at the WCLU studios, even though we have had some cool conditions below freezing. We're scraping the windows this morning with 27 degrees. Stand by. Aaron Russell has a look at local news straight ahead here on WCLU.
At U.S. Bank, just picture what you can do with a low home equity rate. Cook up a new kitchen, say ID to the perfect wedding. If you can picture it, you can do it with a U.S. Bank home equity line of credit. Apply today at your local U.S. Bank. Visit usbank.com. Go ahead, bring your dreams to life. You've got the strength of U.S. Bank behind you. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Live and Local News right here on WCLU for this Wednesday, December the 26th. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Our top story today, Kentucky State Police Post 15 conducted the annual Shop with a Trooper event this week, or last week rather, on December 17th. Children from Casey, Greene, Taylor, Marion, and Washington counties were treated to a meal at Campbellsville Christian Church, followed by shopping at Walmart. On Thursday, December the 20th, children from Adair, Russell, Clinton, Cumberland, Metcalfe, and Monroe counties were treated with a meal at the Columbia Christian Church, followed by shopping at Walmart. The Shop with a Trooper program operates solely on private donations from within the communities it serves. Thanks to the generosity involved, they were able to include 77 children in this year's activities, which required soliciting help from your KSP cadets who are in training at the KSP Academy. Post 15 would like to sincerely thank all of the local businesses, individuals, and members of the community who made a monetary donation or volunteered time to make this year's program such a success. Our next story, a semi-truck driver has been charged with murder and driving under the influence in the death of a police officer in Kentucky. News media outlets report that Louisville Metro Police Chief Steve Conrad said late Monday that 32-year-old Detective Deidre Minigot died with the Metropolitan Sewer District semi-truck driven by 60-year-old Roger Burdett. Crashed in her police cruiser during a traffic stop on Interstate 64 in Louisville. Conrad said the officer's car had it on its emergency lights, and the police vehicle was pushed into the pickup truck. Minigot had stopped. Her car burst into flames. An arrest citation says Burdett admitted to taking prescription drugs and was unable to maintain his balance during a sobriety test after Monday's crash. And online court records do not show if Burdett has a lawyer at this time. The Courier-Journal reports that Minigot is the third officer to die while serving in the line of duty since the Louisville and Jefferson County Police Departments merged back in 2003. 4 passengers in the pickup truck were not injured. Conrad said details about the reason for this traffic stop were not immediately available. Minigot, known as Dee Dee, had been with the department for more than 7 years. Conrad said she always went above and beyond what she was asked of her or was required of her. This is a tragic day for everyone, the police chief said. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin and Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher offered condolences on social media. She committed herself to service on behalf of our city, and her death is a painful reminder of the sacrifices that our public safety professionals make every single day, Fisher said in a statement posted on Twitter. Authorities say a Kentucky man has been charged with murder in the death of a 1-year-old child. Kentucky State Police in a news release that troopers stopped a speeding car driven by 25-year-old James Garrigus on Thursday. Troopers discovered that Garrigus was taking his girlfriend's child to a hospital for medical treatment. Troopers told detectives that the child's injuries may have been the result of physical abuse. The child was taken to Norton's Children's Hospital in Louisville and later died. Police said an investigation showed that the child suffered severe head trauma at a house in Clarkson. Garrigus Garrigus was arrested and charged with assault early Friday. He was charged with murder on Sunday, and the Associated Press could not determine if Garrigus had a lawyer on Tuesday. We'd also like to remind everyone of the local garbage pickup here in the city of Glasgow that has been rearranged due to the Christmas holiday. We'd like to remind everyone that the people that usually have their garbage picked up on Monday will now be in recycling as well. Will be collected today, Wednesday, December the 26th. And Tuesday, garbage and recycling usually is going to be collected tomorrow, Thursday, December the 27th. We'd also remind everyone that the landfill and bus services are back up and running after their break for the Christmas holiday. It is currently 6:16 here on this Wednesday, December the 26th. I'm Aaron Russell reporting here on WCLU Live and Local News. We'll be right back after this.
Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the one.
Back here with more live local news right here on WCLU for this Wednesday, December the 26th. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Our next story, authorities say a Kentucky man has been arrested after he threw a Christmas ham at a woman during an argument over which day Christmas dinner should take place. Wave TV actually reports that David Brannon was arrested on Sunday after he tried to flee from police officers who reported to a home after a domestic dispute call. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office said Brannon threw items at the woman, including the ham that was to be eaten on Christmas dinner. Deputies say several items were found as well on the kitchen floor. Brannon is being held in the Laurel County Correction Center on charges of assault and fleeing or evading of police, and online jail records do not show that he has a lawyer at this time. Next up, Kentuckians have donated more than 1,000 coats and hoodies for children in foster care as a part of a charity drive. A statement from the Cabinet for Health and Family Services say its Department for Income Support and the Kentucky County Attorneys Association partnered to collect the items before Christmas. The agency says 1,085 coats and hoodies were donated, and the statement says the coats and hoodies will be distributed all across the state to children in out-of-home care administered by the Cabinet's Department for Community-Based Services. Department Commissioner Eric Clark says there was a record high 10,000 children in out-of-home care, and thanked the other agencies for identifying and meeting the need as well. A Kentucky man has donated a gold Canadian coin worth $1,300 to a Louisville Salvation Army kettle campaign for the second year in a row. The Courier-Journal reports that the donor's identity has not been publicly shared, but area charity commander Major Roy Williams says it's the same man who donated an identical coin last year. Williams says charity officials know it's the same person because he came forward last year to say what donation locations should be given credit for collecting his coin, and the coins are both from the 1980s and were in pristine condition at the time of their donation. Officials say that the coin is a boost during the shortened kettle season that was left them about $65,000 short of their $565,000 campaign goal. Now, here for this Wednesday, December the 26th, here on WCLU, you're now up to date with live and local news. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Let's take a look at news from all around the Commonwealth and with this edition of KNN.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Josh Everett.
The man accused of causing the crash that killed a Louisville Metro Police detective is allegedly admitting to taking multiple prescription drugs prior to the accident. Metropolitan Sewer District employee Roger Burdett was arrested after apparently failing a field sobriety test following Monday's crash on Interstate 64 in downtown Louisville. Detective Deidre Mangado was killed when Burdett's MSD truck slammed into her police cruiser while she was involved in a traffic stop. Mangado was trapped inside the burning cruiser. Authorities are investigating after the body of a missing woman was found in Laurel County. Investigators say 74-year-old Linda Gentry was found off London Dock Road west of London yesterday afternoon. Officials say her car was found over a 30-foot steep embankment by a passerby. Gentry had been reported missing in Tennessee on Sunday after church. Police are investigating after multiple reports of shots fired in Lexington's East End. They were called to East 3rd Street and Race Street. Damage to cars was seen in the areas of 4th and Elm Tree Lane, 4th and Silver Maple, and 5th and Maple. This man, who wishes to remain unidentified, tells WKYT he's not surprised this happened in his neighborhood.
It's always something. This is East End. That's what comes with it out here. Not knowing whether it's going to be a fight or a shootout. And I'm coming home and the shell casings everywhere, bullet holes. It's not the place, man.
Officers believe a car was shooting at another car while chasing it. Bullets knocked all the letters off the sign at Shiloh Baptist Church. Your dying Christmas tree can be a new habitat for fish. If you have a natural tree, you could donate it to the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. Drop-off sites will start accepting trees today and will keep accepting them through January 16th. All lights, ornaments, and other decorations must be removed first. I'm Josh Everett.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This L2501 DT packs powerful performance in one easy-to-operate compact tractor. Now get payments as low as $135 a month with 0% APR financing for 84 months, now through December 31st. Come see us or go to gokubota.com for more information.
It's a car wrap scam on Facebook. A local consumer was contacted through Facebook and offered money if she would wrap her car in an advertisement for a beverage. Here's how the scam works. You see a social media post or you receive a message that appears to be from a friend. The company hiring you sends you a check for more than what they agreed to pay you. The company tells you to deposit the check and wire the rest of the money back. Don't fall for it. The check is fake, and you will owe the bank money.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Smith-Hamblin with the Better Business Bureau. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
What's the best-selling small tractor in America? Kubota's BX Series Compact. Now get a BX 1880 for as low as $99 a month with 0% APR financing for 84 months, now through December 31st. Come see us or go to gokubota.com for more information.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
We provide a necessary and vital service to our community. We help families when they lose a family member. We handle all the arrangements. We coordinate the services with meticulous care and consideration. We can help with Social Security or Veterans Affairs and grief counseling.
This is Follis Crow. Our efforts are to serve you with dignity and respect. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home in Glasgow. We're here for you.
Local news time from WCLU is 6:24. We have a temperature reading of 28 degrees and some rain coming in here for the rest of the week. In area funeral announcements this hour, Robert Eugene DeWeese, age 77 of Glasgow, died yesterday. At this hour, arrangements for Robert Eugene DeWeese are incomplete, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Betty Jean Powell, age 85 of Glasgow, died Monday at her home. At this hour, arrangements for Betty Jean Powell are incomplete, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Uri E. Gooden, age 68 of Glasgow, died Tuesday at NHC Healthcare in Glasgow. Arrangements for Uri E. Gooden are incomplete at this hour, but will be under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Edward Botts Myers, known to all as Botts, age 92, died Saturday after a brief illness. He was at home surrounded by many of his loving family. Botts was born in 1926 in Bruce, Kentucky, the only child of the late Willie and Mamie Eaton Myers. He was a U.S. Army World War II veteran. Botts was a graduate of Western Kentucky University, where he obtained his rank 1. He was a retired school teacher, owner of A&W Root Beer Stand, manager for the state park system, and a driver for Gilly Hyde Ford in his early retirement. Botts was a member of the Glasgow Bible Church, where he served faithfully as an elder and Sunday school teacher, and he shared his beautiful tenor voice in the choir. He was an avid UK and Glasgow Scottish sports fan and devoted husband, father, and grandfather. Survivors include his wife of 68 years, Betty Jo Walker Myers, his children, Joe David Myers, Jeff Myers, Kim Myers, and Kelly Bishop. Grandchildren, Joe Myers, Holly Myers, Joseph Myers, Travis Bishop, Trace Bishop, Daniel Ray, Nicole Ray, Decatur Myers, Rivez Michael, and 4 great-grandchildren, Dustin and Corey Lawson, Arizona, and Israel Ray, and a sister-in-law, Judy Walker, along with several nieces and nephews, and his 4-legged sidekick, Percy. Funeral services for Edward Botts Myers will be held at 11 o'clock on Friday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at noon Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home and continues until time for service on Friday. The family would like to offer special thanks to nurses J.D. Walden, Chris Brown, and Robin Lawson, and staff at T.J. Sampson Hospice for their care and support. Alternate expressions of sympathy can be made in the form of memorial contributions to T.J. Sampson Hospice. William Goebel, Jr., age 72, of Glasgow, died Saturday at NHC Healthcare. He was a retired maintenance worker at ACK and self-employed painter and construction worker. He was a U.S. Army veteran of Vietnam, former member of the Glasgow Chapter 20 of the DAV, Rolling Thunder, and the Veterans of Foreign Wars. He is survived by 3 children, Matthew Goebel and his children, Ryan Matthew Goebel and Michaela Grace Scott, Susan Lynn Goebel Stewart and her husband Robert and their daughter Alicia Karen Stewart, and Joseph Goebel and wife April Staples Goebel and their children Aaliyah Brooke Goebel and Trevor Chase Goebel, and several nieces and nephews. William Goebel, Jr. chose cremation. Interment will be held at a later date at the Kentucky Veterans Cemetery Central in Radcliffe. Arrangements under the direction of the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Services for Sarah Alice Susie Blanton, 75, of Louisville, will be tomorrow at 2 at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Pleasant Home Cemetery. Visitation begins at 10 o'clock until time for service. Service for Isla Jeanette Wilsford, age 96, of Glasgow, will be this morning at 10 o'clock at the Glasgow First Assembly of God. Visitation begins today at 9 a.m. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in charge. Services for Jacqueline Louise Pruitt Powell, age 67, of Glasgow, will be tomorrow at 1 o'clock at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial is to be in the Heistville Cemetery. Visitation begins after 3 p.m. today. Graveside service for Marco Umberto Harris, age 24, of Edmonton, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Sulphur Springs Cemetery near Edmonton, with the Butler Funeral Home in charge. Service for Janice Morrison, age 64, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock tomorrow at the Hopewell Baptist Church, with burial to follow in the Barlow Cemetery. The Hayes, Watts, and Purcell Funeral Home is in charge. Funeral services for Shirley Jean Corbin, age 71, of Hardyville, will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow at the Bob Hunt Funeral Chapel in Cave City, with burial to be in the Garmin Cemetery in Knob Lick. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. Funeral services for Betty L. Brogan, age 80, of Glasgow, will be at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins this morning at 11 a.m. A celebration of life service for Marcus Todd Troutman, age 54, of Cincinnati, formerly of Glasgow, will be held at 12 noon Friday at the First Christian Church in Glasgow, with interment to follow at the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 11 o'clock Friday morning at the church. The Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home is assisting the family with those arrangements. A celebration of life service for Cindy Baxter will be held at George Jay's on Saturday, December the 29th, Family and friends are invited to stop by this casual gathering between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. to share stories in our love of Cindy. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
During this holiday season, our thoughts turn gratefully to those that have supported us this past year. From everyone at C&F Farm Supply, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and look forward to seeing you in the new year.
6:30 at WCLU. We just need to go ahead and make sure you know that it's going to rain over the next couple of days. And Ken Boone at the Weather Channel is on duty to give us the full details.
Wind advisory is in effect Thursday morning through Friday morning. Storm system headed our way, bringing with it rainy, windy conditions. At ahead of that storm system today, however, a nice one. Mix of clouds and sun. We're into the mid-50s this afternoon, almost 10 degrees above average. Increasing clouds tonight, lower 40s. Rain and windy conditions tomorrow, especially through the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s. More showers and storms Thursday night, then clearing skies Friday. Highs upper 50s. Dry weather for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
This is, well, 27 degrees, a nippy start today. The barometer is way up at 30.40, clearing out everything. Humidity at 97%. Northeast winds at 4 miles an hour. No precip in the past 24 hours. 27 degrees. It's 6:32.
Hey, everybody, this is Arn Dog.
You choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Ralphie's Fun Center says, let's have fun. They really appreciate how much fun they have had serving this area this past year, and a whole lot of fun stuff coming up for the new year. We're talking about Ralphie's Fun Center. Let me get over here and tell you about who all is celebrating birthdays on this 26th day of December that we know about so far. We know that John Eric Brandenburg is celebrating today. Barbara Jackson, happy birthday, madam. We've got Sheila Steenbergen celebrating today. Barbara Crockett with a birthday. We need to sound the 40 gong here. Where is that gong this morning? The big 4-0 gong for Tosh Simmons. Happy birthday to Tosh Simmons. And we have Susan Thompson celebrating a birthday today, too. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, we're here for you at WCLUradio.com. And don't forget to let us know who's celebrating today, because we got a delicious birthday cake from Dairy Queen to award to somebody who makes the list today. And that's the same deal for a gorgeous Rose from Greer's Florist. So let's communicate here today, shall we? 635 Archives, right around the bend.
Berry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
So, White. Happy birthday to Wendy White, who is celebrating a nice birthday today. I want to be sure to get her on there. Yes, history trudges on, and we enjoy sharing a part of the past. A part of the puzzle, probably a better way to put it. And we have good archivists who just keep us filled with fascinating historical facts, like Ray Green and Ms. Gail Berry, and all the folks out at the Cultural Center who chime in to help them get their job done. And also we've got good sponsors for this program, too, like Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Services. They're good at recognizing the value and the solidarity we have around here. And also, Amedisys Home Health. They are ready to help you. Today, even, Amedisys Home Health. Coming right back, we will share.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
I didn't know.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Amedisys Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Amedisys Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
All right, in our quest to capture history in a whole different light, we are being joined by Mr. Sam Terry, well-known local historian, a local man about town who can help us bring some color commentary into these facts of history. Sam, doing all right? Have a Merry Christmas, I know?
Yes, I did. I hope you did also.
I did too. It's just something that you just always look forward to and certainly reflect upon year after year. Kind of like what we do on the archives.
Exactly.
We reflect on some of these things that have happened and are worth bringing up time and time again. Now, let's go back 100 years to 1918. That seems like a good place to start. And we've got this story out of the Glasgow Times. It was published on the day after Christmas in 1918. Mr. J.C. Glenn, formerly of this place, but who has been in Texas several years, returns to Glasgow at an early date to open up a first-class hotel in the old Davis Hotel building just below the Liberty Hotel. Mr. Glenn has many friends here who will welcome his return. A lot of hotel conversation going on back in 1918. What do you know about that, Sam?
Not a whole lot. To my knowledge, the Davis Hotel building was located on the west side of the Glasgow Square.
Okay.
And it seems most of the hotel facilities were over on that portion of the downtown area, between Hotel Spotswood, the Davis Hotel, the Liberty Hotel, and an interesting thing. We don't think about a hotel being downtown these days so much.
No, we really don't. And but nonetheless, it was, and there was a time to have it happen because there were several in competition. And you go over a block or so, then you're headed out toward what is now Columbia Avenue. There's a couple more over there too, wasn't there?
I think so.
So we were hotel rich around here. All right, that was 1918. Let's look over here to 1928, where we've got some news about this is actually, I've read this story. It's really interesting the way it's written. And this is the actual headline in the Glasgow Times on the day after Christmas of 1928. Well, here are two who made the trip west by way of Ox Team. Now, who wouldn't stop and read that? And here's the rest of the story. 2 weeks ago, the Times made an inquiry as to how many Barron Countyans now living had made the overland trip west in covered wagons. To date, we have received 2 replies. John Clayton made the trip in 1860 when he left Barron County, and he made the trip to Pikes Peak in Colorado, every foot of the way by an oxen team. And Mr. Joe Harlan of Glasgow made the overland trip by covered wagon 48 years ago. He went as far as Texas, but only for a short stay. I guess we were mesmerized by all this stuff going out, the untamed Wild West, and the Times wanted to know who went by way of Ox Team, which to me doesn't seem like a very efficient way to go anywhere.
I would agree. I'm sure that the folks in 1928 were a little bit fascinated by all of that, considering that they then had a machine or an automobile that was considered a fast mode of transportation to move about.
I'm thinking the big push for the oxen team was not knowing how rough the terrain was going to be. Might be a road, might not be a road, just might be a ravine. That's where the oxen team would come in handy. 1928. Interesting conversation for sure. All right, 1938, Sam, here's what we have. The annual Barron County Medical Society's election. It was held at one of those hotels, the Spotswood Hotel, Tuesday night. And the following were chosen to serve the coming year. The president of the Barron County Medical Society was Dr. Clifton Follis. The vice president, Dr. E.L. Palmore, and the secretary-treasurer, Dr. R.E. Hayes. 3 well-known and well-thought-of physicians there had stepped up to the plate and were going to serve as leadership in the Barron County Medical Society. That probably explains a whole lot, don't you think, Sam?
It does. It does. All three of those gentlemen were integral to local history and influenced a lot of lives here.
Let's go to 1948. The holiday's a time for marriages, it seems, at times, and we've got some for you here. Listen to this in 1948. Recent marriage licenses issued by the county court clerk Bess Howard, Bess Howard, include Wade Hulse Rayburn and Nancy Gale Norris, William Ralph Tharp and Evie Lee Harper of Glasgow, Charles Moore Holly of Park City and Edna Julie Puckett of Munfordville, Faunus Ray Ritter and Dorothy Evelyn Edmonds of Glasgow, Mitchell Plumley and Betty Sue Beckham of Smiths Grove, Johnny E. Lewis of Smiths Grove and Elizabeth Elaine Edmonds of Glasgow Route 1, Marvin R. Patterson of Smiths Grove and Margaret Bunch of Glasgow Route 1, Dalmas Janes and Virginia Bryant Settle, both of Glasgow. That was quite the report from the clerk's office in 1948 for this month in December. A lot of folks said, we need to tie the knot if we're going to, and they did.
Well, and you know, in that era, Christmas weddings were very popular,
Yes.
and a lot of those weddings were in the home, not always necessarily in a church, but that was a very popular season to tie the knots.
And some well-known names tying the knot in that report that I just gave you for sure. All right, let's move to 1958. We're going from weddings to wheels. Seemed like this was a good time the day after Christmas to buy a vehicle. And in 1958, this is an advertisement for Moran Motor Company. And here's the motto of Moran Motor Company: fair dealing for 17 years. Can't be scared by that, can you?
No.
So come on down to Moran Motors and buy this 1954 Ford Crestline 4-door, 8 good tires, radio, and a heater for $695. I'm presuming the 8 there is at the number of cylinders. A Crestline 4-door 8. We'll take it at that. Let's buy a 1953 Pontiac convertible out of season, you think, in 1958? Buy this used vehicle with a new top and a radio and a heater and a hydromatic drive and practically new tires. That's a nice sounding buy right there. $595 at Moran Motor Company. 1952 Pontiac hardtop with a radio and a heater, no less. $295. Fair dealing for 17 years. We're talking Moran Motor Company. Was that, I reckon in 58 they were located down there right next door to the South Green Street Church of Christ?
They were, yes.
So come by, and you had a lot of foot traffic there, and I bet you they sold those vehicles pretty quickly, 1958. Start off the new year with some new wheels. Let's go to 1968. This story was just sort of skimming the surface. There's a lot more to be said, but just as a historical note, in 1968, Kentucky's first wax museum and third sky lift are to be located in the Mammoth Cave area. They weren't going to say exactly where or exactly who or exactly when, but we were hinting to you that the first wax museum in the state and the third sky lift in the state are going to be in the Mammoth Cave area. Of course, that got everybody pumped up, I think, about the prospects for growth in Cave City. You know,
the I-65 had recently opened between Horse Cave and Cave City, and that just welcomed people to stop in Cave City and visit those attractions. Lots of happy memories for people from all across the country.
Easy to get to from anywhere. All right, let's go to 1978. We've got this celebration. The T.J. Sampson Hospital employees and visitors were treated to a Christmas open house, sponsored by the T.J. Sampson Hospital Ladies Auxiliary. The lovely pink ladies who can make lots of things happen and who have been so essential into the development of this area having a well-respected healthcare facility. They said, we're going to throw an open house for the Christmas season. And you know that they did a fine job with that back in 1978 for sure, Sam. 1988, we had this news story. This was an exciting time. This day in 1988, tickets went on sale for the New Year's Eve dance to be held at the Louis B. Nunn Lodge. You know who's playing? Billy Vaughn Band will be playing in 1988. That's right. You want to come and have New Year's Eve dance with the Billy Vaughn Band, better get those tickets, because you know that they were a hot item for sure in 1988, Sam.
That would be a great occasion. And Billy Vaughn didn't live too many years beyond that time.
Right.
I think that was one of his last times here. It may have been the last time he came here to perform.
Right, but you know he always could draw a crowd, and he was very proud of his hometown. 1998. Here's this. This just sort of sticks up in the middle of this publication, whichever one this is, the Republican. I see. We got a lineup for what's going to be on TV this coming Friday night. In 1998, you can turn on NBC and watch It's a Wonderful Life. Turn on CBS and watch Kids Say the Darndest Things, along with Candid Camera and Nash Bridges. Then you can flip on ABC, and you can watch Two of a Kind, Boy Meets World, Sabrina the Witch, and Brothers Keeper, and 2020. See, back in the day, you could almost memorize when these things came on, and the newspapers kind of reminded, don't miss this edition of that, because it's upon us. Not nearly as many channels, though, back in 1998 is what we have now. And let's see, this day in, I don't have enough information on this, but it was 10 years ago. This was in the Barron County Progress 10 years ago. National Park Service employees Leslie Lewis and Patrick Price received special monetary awards for their work. You know any more about that?
I don't. I have wondered what that was referencing myself, and I haven't been able to learn anything else about that.
Well, quite honestly, it looks like they got a Christmas bonus for whatever they did to earn it, and it was big enough to make the newspaper. Monetary compensation. But nonetheless, I'm sure they earned it, and I'm sure they were proud recipients as well, Sam. That's just the way these things happen. Some things you don't even imagine until you know how they happen. So that's what we have in the way of archives. You can tell that history never takes a holiday around here. There's always some important things going on that we kind of follow up on, and we enjoy the work of the archivists. We enjoy the sponsorship of Joseph A. Wade and of Amedisys Home Health. And Sam, we really appreciate you coming in here and giving us the rest of the story, as they say. All right?
All right. Thank you so much, Henry. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes, sir. We'll do some more tomorrow because, history doesn't take a break. And there's I've taken a sneak peek look at some of the things for tomorrow, and it will be good then, too. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Have a good day. Sam Terry with us, the archives on WCLU.
Doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi. Can maximize your results. Call 270-629-6666 for more information.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. Vision of the Bell family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs, from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wind advisory is in effect Thursday morning through Friday morning. Storm system headed our way, bringing with it rainy, windy conditions. At ahead of that storm system today, however, a nice one. Mix of clouds and sun. We're into the mid-50s this afternoon, almost 10 degrees above average. Increasing clouds tonight, lower 40s. Rain and windy conditions tomorrow, especially through the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s. More showers and storms Thursday night, then clearing skies Friday. Highs upper 50s. Dry weather for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
No precip in the past 24 hours. Northeast winds at about 4 miles an hour this morning. Kind of sticky at 97% humidity, and the barometer is up at 30.40. We'll see that drop quite a bit as the wind moves in with the rain, and the storm system is going to come through tomorrow and Friday. 27 degrees, a wee bit nippy this morning. This weather update brought to you by South Central Bank.
Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Will keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parish Carpet on Reynolds Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
27 degrees at WCLU. Today we are patting on the back by special request Susan Thompson. It's Susan Thompson Day on the radio, and here's why. It's her birthday today, and she was requested to be patted on the back and made good as gold on her birthday, and we were able to work that out. So if you see Susan Thompson around, you pat her on the back, tell her she's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. The colder air.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You want to earn your degree, but life is busy, and that dream often seems out of reach. But it's not. You just need a flexible degree program that helps you fit college into your busy schedule. That's why WKU Online is here, offering over 100 online degree options, along with caring faculty, award-winning support, and the flexibility you need to reach your goals. We are here to help. So let's climb together. Spring registration is going on now at WKU in Glasgow. Visit wku.edu/start/spring.
Santa baby, put a new smile under the tree for me. I really want my teeth to be shiny and bright, so hurry down to Kuzma's tonight.
Who doesn't want a brighter, wider smile this year? Doctors Drew and Mark Kuzma will take extra good care of you. Make your list, check it twice, and make sure your next appointment with Dr. Mark Kuzma or Dr. Drew Kuzma at Kuzma Family Dentistry is scheduled for better dental health.
Hurry to Mark Kuzma's tonight.
The holidays are a time to reflect on the past year and look forward to the year ahead. As 2018 comes to a close, we at Citizens First say thank you for choosing us to be your financial partner. We appreciate the opportunity to serve you and to serve our community, and we look forward to continuing our relationship in 2019 and for many years to come. From our Citizens First family to yours, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy, healthy, and prosperous New Year.
Member FDIC.
All right, we got to play trivia this morning. That's right. Phillips Family IGA making it fun to win trivia.
Phillips Family IGA does not want you to stress over your meal plans this Christmas season. Let us help set your table with fresh cuts of fine meats, along with a large selection of fresh quality products. View our full sales ad online each week at phillipsiga.com and make sure to like us on Facebook. I'm store manager Trevor Phillips. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family meal tradition since 1960. From the entire Phillips IGA family, we wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Phillips Family IGA on Main Street in Hiceville.
We're going to ask a question. You're going to answer it, and if you're the one that answers it correctly, we're going to put your name in the hat, or that's not the hat. I keep calling it the hat. It's the basket. The basket, we're going to draw out a winner of 10 pounds of fresh ground beef from Phillips Family IGA, and there's none better than that for sure. So let's get rolling with it here. 651-914-9800-956-1023. Let's go back to the beginning of the last century. Winning athletes of the 1900 Olympics received blank instead of gold medals because at the time they were considered more valuable. Fill in the blank. Winning athletes of the 1900 Olympics received blank instead of gold medals because at the time they were considered more valuable. What do you think? Going back to the 1900 Olympics. It wasn't that. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Fill in the blank. 1900 Olympics. If you won an event, you received a blank instead of a gold medal because it was considered more valuable trivia.
Platinum?
No, not platinum. No, wasn't platinum. What was it? If you win the 1900 Olympics. You got something to take home, all right, but it wasn't medal. That's MEDAL. It wasn't medal. Trivia.
Bronze.
Wasn't bronze. Wasn't any kind of a medal, actually. Trivia.
Diamonds.
Not diamonds. Be something good to take home, but in 1900, they were giving winners something that they considered to be much more valuable. What was it? 651-9149, 800-956-1023. The 1900 Olympics. The quote-unquote trophy was pretty different. Trivia.
Blue ribbons.
I'm sorry?
A blue ribbon.
No, not a blue ribbon. Trivia. Who? Can you say it again? I guess not. Okay, so in the 1900s, what was it you could win? Trivia.
How about coffee?
No, not coffee. Good thought. Trivia.
Steel.
I'm sorry?
Steel.
No, it's not right. 1900 Olympic champions didn't receive medals. They received what?
What's your chain?
No. Wasn't it? Looking for our Olympic historians. Going back to 1900. Trivia.
Food?
Not food. Trivia.
Pearls.
Not pearls. Who knows? 1900 Olympics. Trivia.
Silver medals.
No, it's not right. It really wasn't any kind of a medal. Trivia.
Cups or trophies?
No. Trivia.
They were given cups or trophies.
No, it's not right. Trivia.
They were given cups or trophies.
No, it's not right. Are you there?
Yes, flowers. Trivia.
Who?
Flowers.
No, it's not right. Trivia. Hello, trivia.
Silk.
No? Anybody else want to try? Trivia.
Olive wreath.
No? Trivia. You there? Trivia.
Would the answer be ivory?
No? No? I'll take a couple more calls because we've got people are really thinking this thing through. I want to give somebody the chance to get it. What would have been considered more valuable in 1900 than a medal? Trivia.
Furs.
No? Trivia.
Olive branch and a diploma.
No? Trivia.
Rope.
No? A lot of thinking going on here. Trivia.
Money.
No, not money. Trivia.
I was trying to say money.
No. It's a good guess, but that's not it. That wouldn't what if you won the Olympics in 1900, you wouldn't get money. You would get what? Okay, I'll two more answers. If anyone else wants to try, then I'll declare it a stumper. There's nothing wrong with having a stumper. That's how we learn. But anybody else want to call in and try? 6519149, 800-956-1023. Trivia.
Aluminum.
No, it wasn't aluminum. And trivia.
A horse.
Wasn't a horse. All right, we're going to write the word stump down here. We don't write stump down very much. The answer is paintings. That's right, paintings. At the turn of the century, medals were one thing, but to win a painting, to win something done by one of the famous impressionists, one of the famous artists at the turn of the century, a valuable painting. And I'm looking at one here. It was actually, this is I can't read. I didn't make it big enough, but it was Paris 1900, and it was a painting. I can't see who did this painting, but nonetheless, they would give, if you won an Olympics event, you won not a medal, you won a painting, because paintings were worth more than medals, at least in 1900. So we'll declare that one a stumper, and we'll try again tomorrow here on WCLU. And a great big thank you to the folks at Phillips Family IGA, who have enjoyed so much fulfilling your grocery needs all holiday season long.
CBS News Update. More questions are being raised about the treatment of immigrant children now that a second child has died in U.S. custody. CBS's Anna Werner.
Customs and Border Protection said in a statement the 8-year-old Guatemalan boy was already in CBP custody when he became ill and was taken to a New Mexico hospital. He was initially diagnosed with a common cold, then a fever.
He died Christmas Eve. Officials have now ordered medical checks on all kids in custody. Chris Rickard of the ACLU says
this administration has put deterrence and enforcement ahead of humane treatment of people. When you see family separations, tear gassing of toddlers, and 2 tragic deaths of 7- and 8-year-olds, there's something wrong with what DHS is doing.
Rickard says the President and the Department of Homeland Security must be held accountable. Yesterday, a 7-year-old girl, also from Guatemala, was buried in her home village. She also died earlier this month in U.S. custody. CBS News Update, I'm
The Royce Radio Family, WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow, and W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Brought to you by the new Bacon Maple Chicken Sandwich at participating Wendy's for a limited time.
Well, folks, I got to tell you, my 2 young bucks have come a long way these last few years.
Well, Bill, we had some good training. Pettigo Lessenberry has a wealth of knowledge, and we're lucky to have a company like that backing us.
Jared, don't you mean ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry? ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity.
I tried to tell him, boss man.
We're just giving you a hard time, Jared. These young bucks, Jared Pursley and Daniel Bird, we're just so proud to have them. You know, the most important thing they've learned is that they want to be able to treat people right, and they work hard to find their customers the coverage they need.
We're ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry, growing with a proud community since 1902.
And still learning every day. Give one of these young bucks a call. Jared or Daniel, 651-8837. They'd be proud if you do, and so would I.
All right, Jared. It's ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity. All right, I got it.
This is Terry Bennell with the People's Bank. The staff, along with myself, would like to take a moment to say thank you for your support this year.
Hi, I'm Melinda. I'd like to wish you and your family a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is Maggie wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Sabrina.
We are proud of the relationships we have built and for the opportunities we have been given to work for you in 2018. Wishing you and your family a safe and happy holiday season. The People's Bank, working for you, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the latest edition of Live and Local News right here on WCLU for this Wednesday, December the 26th. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Our top story today, Kentucky State Police Post 15 conducted the annual Shop with a Trooper events last week on December the 17th. Children from Casey, Greene, Taylor, Marion, and Washington counties were treated to a meal at Campbellsville Christian Church and then followed by a shopping trip at Walmart. On Thursday, December the 20th, children from Adair, Russell, Clinton, Cumberland, Metcalfe, and Monroe counties were treated with a meal at the Columbia Christian Church followed by shopping at Walmart. The Shop with a Trooper program operates solely on private donations from within the communities it serves, and they would like to thank everyone for their generosity, and they were able to help include 77 children in this year's activities, and that required soliciting help from KSB cadets who are currently in training at the KSB Academy. Post 15 would like to sincerely thank all of the local businesses and individuals who made a monetary donation or volunteered time to make this year's program such a success. A semi-truck driver has been charged with murder and driving under the influence in the death of a police officer in Louisville. News media outlets report that Louisville Metro Police Chief Steve Conrad said late Monday that 32-year-old detective Deidre Minjadit died with a Metropolitan Sewer District semi-truck driven by 60-year-old Roger Burdett crashed into the police cruiser during a traffic stop on I-64 in Louisville. Conrad said the police cars had its emergency lights on, and the police vehicle was pushed into the pickup truck that the officer had stopped and her car burst into flames. An arrest citation says Burdett admitted to taking prescription drugs and was unable to maintain his balance during a field sobriety test on Monday's crash. Online court records do not show if Burdett has a lawyer at this time. The Courier-Journal reports that the officer is the third officer to die while serving in the line of duty since the Louisville and Jefferson County Police Departments merged back in 2003. For 4 passengers in the pickup truck were not injured. Conrad said details about the reason for the traffic stop were not immediately available, and Minigot, known as Dee Dee, had been with the department for more than 7 years, and Conrad said that she always went above and beyond what she was asked of her or was required of her. This is a tragic day for everyone, the police chief said. Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin as well as Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher offered condolences on social media. She committed herself to service on behalf of our city, and her death is a painful reminder of the sacrifices that our public safety officials make every single day, Fisher said in a statement posted on Twitter. In Louisville, and authorities say a Kentucky man has been charged with murder in the death of a 1-year-old child. Kentucky State Police said in a news release that troopers stopped a speeding car driven by 25-year-old James Garrigus on Thursday. Troopers discovered that Garrigus was taking his girlfriend's child to the hospital for medical treatment. Troopers told detectives that the child's injuries may have been of the result of physical abuse. The child was taken to Norton Children's Hospital in Louisville and later died from its injuries. Police said in an investigation that showed that the child suffered severe head trauma at a house in Clarkson, and Garrigus was arrested and charged with assault early Friday. He was charged with murder on Sunday, and the Associated Press cannot determine if Garrigus had a lawyer by Tuesday. It is currently 7:16 here on this Wednesday, December the 26th, here on WCLU. We'll be right back here with more live and local news right after this.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total local care 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
They treat you, it was sort of like a family, and it was like, this is what I want.
And of course, CJ had done her research on the subject and Dr. Thurman.
When I went to another dentist, and he recommended Thurman. I love it. Well, I'm glad I got Dr. Thurman. I really am. People ask me all the time, what do you have? Who did it? And I tell them, Dr. Thurman.
And after having a full set of dental implants from Dr. Thurman, CJ has no regrets.
This was the best thing I ever did. And I would do it again if I had to. I would do it again.
So if you're in a similar situation, here's what CJ would say to you.
If you are wanting to get dental implants, that Dr. Thurman would be the man to go to.
To learn more, call the office of Dr. James Thurman at 651-5939.
Back here with more live and local news right here on WCLU for this Wednesday, December the 26th. I'm Aaron Russell reporting. Currently 7:18, 27 degrees in downtown Glasgow. Our next story, authorities say a Kentucky man has been arrested after he threw a ham at a woman during an argument on which Christmas dinner should take place. Wave TV reports that David Brandon was arrested on Sunday after he tried to flee from police officers who were reported to a home on a domestic dispute call. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office said Brandon threw items at the woman, including the ham that was to be eaten for Christmas dinner. Deputies say several items were found on the kitchen floor as well. Brandon is being held in the Laurel County Correctional Center on charges of assault and fleeing or evading of police. Online jail records do not show if he has a lawyer. A Kentucky man has donated a gold Canadian coin worth $1,300 to a Louisville Salvation Army kettle campaign for the second year in a row. The Courier-Journal reports that the donor's identity has not been publicly shared, but area charity commander Major Roy Williams says it's the same man who donated an identical coin last year. Williams says charity officials know it's the same person because he came forward last year to say what donation location that should be given credit for collecting his coin. The coins are are both from the 1980s and were in pristine condition at the time of their donation. Officials say that the coin is a boost during the shortened kettle season that has left them about $65,000 short of their $565,000 campaign goal. Kentuckians have donated more than 1,000 coats and hoodies for children in foster care as a part of a charity drive. A statement from the Cabinet for Health and Family Services says its Department for Income Support and the Kentucky County Attorneys Association partnered to collect the items before Christmas. The agency says 1,085 coats and hoodies were donated, and the statement says that the coats and hoodies will be distributed all across the state to children in out-of-home care administered by the Cabinet's Department for Community-Based Services. Department Commissioner Eric Clark says that there are a record high 10,000 children in out-of-home care and thanked the other agencies for identifying and meeting the need for such items. Now, we'd also like to remind everyone of the changed local garbage pickup schedule going on right now throughout the city of Glasgow. We'd like to remind everyone that if you are usually having your garbage picked up on Monday, it will be picked up here on this Wednesday, December the 26th. And if you usually have your garbage picked up on Tuesday, it will be picked up Thursday, December the 27th. That is all for live and local news right here on WCLU. 720 right now. It's 27 degrees. I'm Aaron Russell reporting after this word from our sponsors, a check-in on news from all around the Commonwealth with the latest edition of Kentucky News Network, KNN.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open.
It can be a very lonely feeling. If you're in charge of settling an estate, closing out a business, or wrapping up a real estate transaction, how to dispose of the valuables, collections, and even useful everyday items can be overwhelming. Why not get help from the people who do it every day and have a track record of helping people in the same situation as you? We're talking Barren River Consignment. We are experts in handling estate sales, tag sales, and closeouts. We can do it at your home or at our spacious facility in Southgate Plaza. We price, arrange, organize, and display items to be sold. We advertise your sale, and we research items for maximum return. Don't take on this daunting task without getting the right help. Barren River Consignment will make it simple for you. Come by our store behind Pizza Hut in the yellow and green building. We'll explain every detail, give you a contract to read over ahead of time, and answer every question. Barren River Consignment can maximize your results. Call 270-629-6666 for more information.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Josh Everett. A Grayson County man has been charged with murder in the death of a 1-year-old child. Kentucky State Police say that troopers stopped a speeding car driven by 25-year-old James Garrigus on Thursday. Troopers discovered that Garrigus was taking his girlfriend's child to a hospital for medical treatment. Law enforcement officials in Rowan County are warning people of a possible deadly batch of heroin in the area. Moorhead police say 2 overdoses have been reported by EMS. The Rowan County Sheriff's Office says a 3rd overdose happened at the end of last week. The office also posted on Facebook asking people to contact those they know use heroin and ask them not to use any recently purchased product. A house is being considered a total loss after a fire in Davis County. Fire started yesterday afternoon in the 7100 block of Highway 144 in Philpott. Officials believe a trash fire spread to the back deck. The family that lives in the house wasn't home at the time, so no injuries were reported. A family is left without a home after a massive house fire in Wilmore. The blaze broke out early yesterday morning at 200 Groves Mill Road. The father was able to get his wife and kids out safely, but several pets were unaccounted for. Officials are investigating the cause of the fire, but believe something near the stove or fireplace could have started it. Authorities are investigating after the body of a missing woman was found in Laurel County. Investigators say 74-year-old Linda Gentry was found off London Dock Road west of London yesterday afternoon. Officials say her car was found over a 30-foot steep embankment by a passerby. Gentry had been reported missing in Tennessee on Sunday after church. All right, the big rivalry game happens this Saturday when Louisville hosts Kentucky at the KFC Yum Center in downtown Louisville. The Wildcats have won 5 of the past 6 games between the two schools, including a 90-61 victory last season. The Cardinals are 9-3 on the year, and Kentucky enters at 9-2. I'm Josh Everett.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay, make payments directly from your smartphone, and People Pay, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet to learn more at ctbi.com. That's ctbi.com.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Changes are coming to Kentucky driver's licenses, permits, and personal IDs in early 2019 to enhance security and keep travelers on the move. Cards will arrive in the mail after applying at your local circuit court clerk's office, have a doubled lifespan of 8 years, and feature new pricing. All cards will be available in a new voluntary travel ID version, accepted to board U.S. flights and access military bases once federal enforcement begins October 2020. Visit drive.com.
Hi, this is William Gravely, pharmacist of Medical Arts Pharmacy. As this year draws to a close, our entire staff, Daryl, myself, Casey, Vicky, Stephanie, Charlie, Donita, Cynthia, Lauren, Haley, Vicky, Lisa, and Tori would like to say a huge thank you to all those people who made 2018 the most exciting year in the history of medical arts. Thanks to you, our wonderful patients, we had a great 2018. We added a hormone specialist and one of the best compounding pharmacists in South Central Kentucky, Tori Kelly. We moved Van Healthcare in with us to make us more of a one-stop shop. We increased our MedSync operation to its largest level ever, and we invested in technology to better communicate with you. We were able to accept more third-party insurance plans and satisfy more of our patients' Medicare Part D needs. We were even voted Glasgow's best pharmacy. The year 2019 will bring even more changes to medical arts, so if you're already a patient of ours, thank you so much. If you're not, I personally invite you to come in and experience the medical arts difference for yourself. Glasgow's Pharmacy, Medical Arts. Happy New Year.
Here's the score on the Kentucky News Network. I'm Josh Everett. The rivalry continues Saturday when Louisville hosts Kentucky at the KFC Yum Center. The Wildcats have won 5 of the past 6 games between the two schools, including a 90-61 victory last season. The Cardinals are 9-3 on the year, and Kentucky enters at 9-2. College Bowl action resumes today with 3 games on the schedule. Boston College will face Boise State in the First Responder Bowl in Dallas. Minnesota meets Georgia Tech at the Quick Lane Bowl in Detroit, and Cal battles TCU at the Cheez-It Bowl in Phoenix. A playoff spot is on the line Sunday when the Titans host the Colts in the regular season finale. Tennessee and Indianapolis are each 9-6, and the winner of the game will clinch a wild card berth. The Titans are 0-10 against Andrew Luck since he entered the NFL for the Colts. The Colts beat the Titans 38-10 in Week 11. I'm Josh Everett.
This is the Kentucky News Network. KNN, the Kentucky News Network, has Kentucky covered.
We take our responsibility to report the news in Kentucky very seriously. It's not just a job for us.
With some of Kentucky's best news professionals.
Listeners across the state rely on us to get them Kentucky news they might not get anywhere else. And finding those stories is what we do best.
KNN's award-winning news team.
We've got eyes and ears all over the state to make sure we cover the news that's important to Kentuckians everywhere.
KNN, the Kentucky News Network.
There's no typical meth user. I was from an upper middle class family. Meth is terribly addictive. My first time using it, I was hooked. There was no turning back. I lost my job. I was homeless. I never thought I'd see my family again. I have a great fear of meth because it took so much of me. I mean, it took everything. Meth took over my soul.
Visit drugfree.org. A message from the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/aware to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes tax. Service will include a monthly data allowance depending on the type and speed of service you receive. If you exceed your monthly data plan allowance, you will be automatically charged $10 for each 50 gigabytes of data usage in excess of your data plan, even if less than 50 gigabytes is used. For details about data allowances, go to att.com/internet-usage. Wi-Fi enabled device required. Other restrictions apply.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
Loretta Catron, her family and staff at Key 1 Hour Cleaners in Glasgow hope the holidays bring you all the best of family, the best of times, and the best celebrations of the season possible. Key 1 Hour Cleaners will be helping you keep your clothes looking sharp throughout the season. Key Cleaners will be closed on Christmas Eve, Monday, December the 24th, and will resume operations on Wednesday, December the 26th. Thank you for your business, and Merry Christmas from Key 1 Hour Cleaners in Glasgow.
Wind advisory is in effect Thursday morning through Friday morning. Storm system headed our way, bringing with it rainy, windy conditions. Ahead of that storm system today, however, a nice one. Mix of clouds and sun. We're into the mid-50s this afternoon, almost 10 degrees above average. Increasing clouds tonight, lower 40s. Rain and windy conditions tomorrow, especially through the afternoon. Highs in the upper 50s. More showers and storms Thursday night, then clearing skies Friday. Highs upper 50s. Dry weather for the weekend. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. We're inching upward, but not by a lot. We're at 29 degrees this morning from the studios of WCLU. Barometer is at 30.40, 97% humidity. Northeast winds at 4 miles an hour, and no precip in the past 24 hours here at our studios. 29 from WCLU. Good morning. Weather this morning brought to you as a service of Key 1 Hour Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
Good morning, friends. It would seem that the idea of sin has been removed from the minds as well as the vocabulary of most of our society today. The idea of calling wrongdoing a sin is simply not acceptable to many people. In fact, sin is seen as a four-letter word in many circles. If someone dares to label the wrongs of society as sins which are in need of confession and repentance, then that one is labeled as judgmental, bigoted, and unloving. While we're being tossed about by the storms of adultery, murder, lies, cruelty to fellow man, sexual immorality and unnatural sexual relations, hatred, prejudice, and division, the so-called enlightened ones of our day declare these to be the product of parental failure, socioeconomic disadvantage, poor environment, genetics, mental illness, or physical trauma. Even though these activities may be influenced by the situations just listed, they must still be understood as sin, which demand confession and repentance. According to the Word of God, Psalms chapter 32, sin is declared to be transgression or rebellion against the supreme authority of God as revealed within His Word. Sin is called deceit, which is the failure to call sin a sin or agreeing that such behavior is acceptable. The whole tone of Scripture calls for every individual to confess his or her sinfulness before God, repent, and ask forgiveness for such actions. This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
It was a Friday. We were wrapping up a slow night on highway patrol when the call came in. Deer Patrol, Buck speaking. Slow down, Tom. Slow down. What's the problem? What, you hit a deer and Southern Kentucky Collision is going to give you a free turkey? Well, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sorry you don't agree, but Southern Kentucky Collision knows that deer do a ton of damage to vehicles. Kentucky's ranked 4th in the country in number of deer collisions this time of year. A free turkey when you bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision for repair of the deer damage is a great way to turn your luck around. Well, not your luck around. Southern Kentucky Collision's respected work is well documented. So if you hit a deer, don't be a turkey, get a turkey. Bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision. Industrial Drive, Glasgow, 651-6413.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lining up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Of course, when you hear Ralphie's, it's time to talk about birthdays, but first let's talk some more about Ralphie's. Enjoy a day of fun-filled family time at Ralphie's Fun Center tomorrow, and you'll be supporting the Crossroads Life Center by having Fun for Life tomorrow. You purchase an armband for only $17, and you enjoy unlimited bowling, skating, bounce house for 10 and under, time freak, and mini golf. Now, Crossroads Life Center will receive a portion of the sales of every armband tomorrow. Crossroads Life Center is a faith-based nonprofit organization that provides parenting education classes, material assistance, pregnancy tests, and Bible study classes to parents from 7 counties. You can check us out online at crossroadsky.org. And a big thank you to Ralphie's for working with the folks at Crossroads to make this a successful fundraiser tomorrow. Come on out and be a part of it, okay, at Ralphie's. Now, let me tell you about the birthdays here. Big day for Barton Cawthorn. Barton Cawthorn, it's his birthday today, and it's also he and his wife Linnell's 48th wedding anniversary. Barton and Linnell. It's Linnell Cawthorn, their 48th anniversary today. Wendy White has a birthday. Susan Thompson is celebrating. Tosh Simmons. Tosh is 40 today. Barbara Crockett, Sheila Steenbergen, Barbara Jackson, and John Eric Brandenburg, along with Susan Thompson having a birthday today. It is Susan Thompson Day here on the radio. If you happen to see Susan Thompson around town, we'd really be tickled if you'd pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
The holidays are a time to
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life. Legendary.
7:38. We're going to be having a little tidbit news to share with you in just a moment. I want to remind you about the New Year's Eve service at Glasgow Faith Church to be coming up this Monday evening at 8 p.m. It's going to be a joint service with our sister church, Brotherhood Free Will Baptist Church, located at 3050 Old Bowling Green Road in Glasgow. The pastor there is Roger Pointer.
An associate degree is a great start to your college journey, but why stop there? People with a bachelor's degree earn more money, have more career satisfaction, and are more likely to climb higher within their organization. Take your education and your career to the next level and transfer your associate degree to WKU in Glasgow. You may qualify for a transfer scholarship of up to $4,000. Spring registration is going on now, so visit wku.edu/learn/here and climb higher with WKU.
Do It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
So, your doctor says you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. Just so happens, we've dedicated our entire store to only the best and freshest fruits and vegetables, and a whole lot more at Ken Davis Produce. So, what are you waiting on? The doctor's orders. Come see us at Ken Davis Produce, just past the Farmers Livestock Market on 6880 in Glasgow.
TJ Center 666 for more information.
All right, it's 7:41 now at WCLU. Without further ado, let's bring on the Tidbit News theme song here.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Aaron Russell's going to stop in here. We have to do this, you know. We've, in being objective from a reporting standpoint, it's embarrassing when the state of Kentucky is the headline on every headline on every Tidbit news source that I look at every day.
Was it a story that started off my second segment of
yes,
my news?
It's the number one story from the standpoint of, you know, we like to laugh. I guess it's fair. We laugh at people in other states.
Yeah.
So the number one
stings a little bit more when it's the Commonwealth.
The number one Tidbit news story across the country is as follows: Dateline, London, Kentucky. Authorities say a Kentucky man has been arrested after he threw a ham at a woman.
That's terrible. I hope she's okay.
During an argument over which day Christmas dinner should take place. Did you get this? They're arguing over what day should we eat Christmas dinner.
Like, should we eat Saturday before Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
Are we doing dinner Christmas Day?
What? So what did he do? He had a ham toss.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
What do you think? You know, I'm thinking throwing a shot put's fairly tough.
Yeah.
How hard is it to throw a ham?
Exactly. Is that in the Highland Games?
No, I don't think so. That one's not. That's that's haggis, not ham. Not the ham toss, the haggis toss. Anyway, this story that Wave TV reported to the world says that David Brandon was arrested Sunday after he tried to flee from police officers who reported to a home on a domestic dispute call. Now, that I do know that from years of covering news that those domestic dispute calls do increase during the holidays.
Yeah.
Just because I guess people get house burned.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't have a lot to do about what day we're going to eat this ham.
Oh, it's terrible, but it's funny.
Anyway, the Laurel County Sheriff's Office says that Mr. Brannon threw items at the woman, including the ham to be eaten for Christmas dinner. Deputies say several items were found on the kitchen floor. Brannon is being held in the Laurel County Correctional Center on charges of assault and fleeing or evading police.
I guess he was caught red-handed.
Red-handed, that's right. That's right.
Oh, man.
The jail records don't show if he has a lawyer, and hopefully the lawyer, if he does have a lawyer, he didn't want his name out there. I'm the ham attorney.
Yeah.
The ham toss attorney.
Oh, John, you picked up the ham case? Oh, yeah, I picked up.
That's right.
I didn't. Times are tough, you know.
Yes, that's right. I've got to resort to, prosecuting hamsters.
The Christmas ham, I guess that was just the closest thing to him. He was just...
What day? Why would you get mad about that?
I don't know.
There's a different way to celebrate the holidays up in Vermont. There's a community there in Vermont called Middlesex that they're celebrating the holidays and the winter solstice with a massive bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
What they hope will be the world's largest s'mores.
I like s'mores. Well, that seems interesting.
The winter s'morestice takes place Saturday at Camp Mead in Middlesex. It includes fire artists and dancers, music, food, beer, and wine, and, of course, a sampling of giant s'mores.
Wow.
No hams in Vermont.
No.
The local Red Hen baker will make the 4-by-8-foot concoction.
Wow.
Baking its own enormous cracker, whipping up marshmallow, and using chocolate from a neighboring business. The giant dessert will then be chopped up and shared with attendees. Organizers say that they were too late in pursuing a Guinness World Record, but they might try it next year.
Give it a test run this year.
That's right. Organizers,
we call the officials next year.
They've also made a massive bush-like structure out of evergreen branches that will be set on fire before the fire. People can walk through the small maze inside.
Wow. Hopefully not when they light it.
That doesn't appeal to me. Let's walk through a burning forest. See if we can get out.
I think the Californians can speak on how you don't need to do that.
That's a sad thing to have happen.
Don't need to walk through a fiery maze.
And finally, this story, I don't know, sometimes the tidbit news takes a holiday, but this one just struck me as funny. The president of Egypt, President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's Abdel Fattah el-Sisi.
Okay.
Is demanding that Egyptians lose weight. Now, this is a guy whose middle name is Fattah. Fattah. In televised comments earlier this month, the general turned president railed about the number of overweight people he sees. And he told Egyptians that they must take better care of themselves. He said physical education should become core curriculum at schools and universities, and suggested TV shows shouldn't let presenters or guests on the air if they are overweight.
Wow. Be barred from this program.
The next morning before sunrise, he drove his point home by energetically cycling to the National Military Academy in a Cairo suburb. He wore black sweatpants, a dark top, and matching baseball hat, and he told cadets that he was adamant that they wouldn't leave basic training before fulfilling fitness requirements. It was the typical style of el-Sisi, who sees even the smallest person as needing his shaping and weights in on anything from road building to filmmaking, often while scolding and haranguing Egyptians to correct their behavior. Sounds like quite the leader.
Yeah, sounds like a great guy.
That's right. President Abdel Fattah.
Yeah.
El-Sisi.
Fat boy sissy.
That's right. That's right. No wonder he wants to weigh in on everything.
Oh, that's good.
So that's what we have. Just some few little tidbits here to share with folks today, and who knows where we'll go tomorrow. We'll come back and find out. Okay.
All right.
The Tom Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential.
Again in just a moment, but we do want to remind you about the fact that the all-new Hardee's is open for breakfast as we speak. Would you enjoy a sausage egg biscuit for breakfast? Of course you would. Can you believe you can get 2 of them for $3.50 today at the all-new Hardee's beside Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue?
Hello, I'm...
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large
in Glasgow. Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest